Welcome to the last lecture of this series on environmental economics. Today, we will talk a little bit about environmental change and mental health, and close with an overview of the course. For today, one of the readings included was the article by Pihkala on eco-anxiety and environmental education. This is one of the most extensive reviews that I found on environmental change and mental health. Well, obviously applied to environmental education, which I thought is also appropriate here. And one of the recommendations is that the educator starts by admitting that he or she also struggles with some of these issues, to talk about the messiness of emotions attached to ecological loss. From the other article of today, in the other article of today, we could read that amongst the first to describe this feeling was Aldo Leopold, who described that one of the penalties of an ecological education is that one lives alone in a world of wounds. So this expresses a little bit the idea of Cassandra's curse, that you may know that we are facing a changing environment without being able to do much about it. And what the article by Pihkala remained silent on is that in a way this messiness that an environmental educator feels also extends to the influences on his or her students. That we in environmental education are by now pretty good at pinpointing different problems, but when it comes to setting out solutions, we are a little bit less advanced. So also this, to a certain degree, that the environment, that the educator cares about the influences on his pupils is also a point of, well, let's say internal struggle. Okay, so the article describes that this eco-anxiety in a way may not be like a very concrete term, in the sense that it is related to a lot of different new terminology that has come up to describe similar concepts, where the article lists solastalgia as one concept, which is sort of like feeling, described as feeling homesick while being at home because your environment has changed a lot. It is also used to describe the anticipation of losing your home, as in the case of small island states. And so I included this quote to illustrate that it is closely related to the eco-anxiety, can be closely related to other terms such as eco-guilt and anger. And the author points out that it may manifest, these type of feelings may manifest itself differently for men and women. And this as a comment on that much of the literature finds that eco-anxiety seems to be stronger for women, but it is quite possible that it simply manifests itself differently among men. And to a certain degree, I recognize this, that there have been quite some periods that I struggle with anger with my environment. The best illustration, I guess, are the different advertisement services in Mexico that drive me crazy and are kind of difficult to escape once you live there. Like on a daily basis, we have 3 different companies that deliver gas, and while they drive, they have non-stop commercials for the company that they drive around for. You have the same with water, you have the same with different snacks, with a collection of old iron and metals. So, well, that's one of the reasons why I like to escape to my garden, where outside of the village center and not in the roots of these trucks. To further illustrate the influences of climate anxiety, I wanted to share a video.